Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day outside. That sunshine is absolutely gorgeous. I haven't been outside yet myself, but I'm going to with the two dogs after this. Take them for a lovely walk because it is so gorgeous out there. They're currently outside sniffing out, well, other dogs and people because they were barking earlier. It's getting busy with school holidays here, and lots of people with their dogs are walking past. So I may as well be one of them with two dogs. Now, I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Yes, today I am using the Lenormand deck rather than the Kipper, which I was saying I was going to do on weekends, but I forgot, and I've already got the Lenormand laid out, so tomorrow it'll be the Kipper. Here we go. We've got the cards ready, and it is the Arana George Lenormand deck that I've got here. I was using them last night for the mini readings for people in the reading the cards with Roz in the software community I've created. So it was lovely to have these out. They're a gorgeous card, and they're very prettily decorated with the top bit there. And we discovered last night it was a bit difficult to see the numbers from using a light, the light sources we did. Anyway, that's all right. Let's go closer and look at the details within the cards. Have a look at that. And I'll just move that away so it's not crowded. And here we go. It's not quite lined up, is it? There we go. So what we have is the man, card 28, which is an ace of hearts. We've got he is in the home space. Card 37, that's spirit, and that's one of the extras that are as part of a Lenormand deck. Don't normally have 37, so it's 37 onwards would be any extra in a Lenormand deck. So I'm pretty sure I think it's spirit, or it could be incense. I'm going to have to look that one up. And card 29, that's the theme for the day too, by the way. And card 29, lo and behold, is the woman, the ace of spades, and she is in the workspace. So it's interesting how the stereotypical, the woman in the home, the man in the work, it's switched around. So very interesting. So man in the home, a woman in the workspace. Energetically, that's going to be interesting today. Not just because it's odd, it's not. It is just that it still is seeming to be that is a stereotypical what is the older era understandings still hangs on. Anyway, we're going to start with that central card, and this is the guidebook. So it's the Rana George Lenormand with the anchor on it. It's gorgeous. And just so you can see, it's Khalil French, who is the artwork artist in this particular deck. Okay. Now, let me have a look. So card 37 is spirit. Yes, it is. So what we have here is behind the veils of our reality, a purple haze surrounds a being suspended in a different time and space. In another dimensional arena, a spirit holds wind, air, and ether in one hand, and excuse me, here we see it, wind, air, and ether in one hand, and our earth material world in another. That's floating in the dimension. You can see this isn't grounded anywhere. So with its fiery mane and its body half kneeling in the icy waters, we can feel the presence of all the elements here and beyond. So it is that embodiment of the full 5 elements that they're using here. So it's earth, let me reread that. So it is the wind, air, ether, fire, and earth. No, hang on. Wind, air, ether. Wind is air, isn't it? So we've got the air, spirit, earth, and the water, and I don't know. I'm not going to add up the maths. It's supposed to be 5. Wind, air, earth, spirit, and something. Water. Wind, air, earth. Someone will put it in there for me, I'm sure. So there you go. And a good morning, Deb. Roz, beautiful weather. And indeed, 30 degrees, weatherman said it will be 30. Oh, I'm going walking before it gets hot. What an extreme. Anyway, I'm in trying to work out now what is all the five, and it is there somewhere. The spirit card brings in the third eye chakra, the I see factor, into a reading and what your real eyes cannot see. So, this card represents the feelings and the little pulses of intuition that we get that we're often brushing off with our self doubts. Okay, the spirit card reminds us that we're not alone and to listen and believe in our gut feelings and our hunches. It calls us to pay attention to all the synchronicities happening around us and wherever else as well, as the world is always trying to communicate with us. On occasions, it might simply be talking about a spirit, an entity, or a ghost from another side. We might either need to clear, conjure, be aware of, or listen to that spirit, ghost, or entity. On the other hand, it could just be a gentle presence felt. The context and the cards around it does depend on other factors. Tap into what you feel from your gut feeling as you are moving around in your day, because we definitely have this card that is the spirit influence and those five elements that are brought in. Well, they're not brought in, they are. They are all the time. You know, it's not something that we do call upon. Just be aware more around us, of more around us, of those elements and the spirit part, the spirit aspect. And that is our main theme for the day today, is that spirit. And I find it interesting, the most basic of being is our whole spirit with the woman, wrong one, man and the woman surrounding us, both sides. The most basic and essential and of beingness, isn't it? Really interesting. So, yeah, Deb saying fire. Yes, yes, yes. That's the one. Couldn't remember. Thank you so much for that. And I know it, but it's just my memory factors, stuff is, fraying around the edges. Fiona, good morning, Rod's girly, and all around the globe. A good afternoon or a good evening, depending on where you are. And thank you for being here, Fiona. Lovely to have your little message there. So, a very simple numbers factor of it today, isn't it, Fiona? So, interesting. And especially when, you're seeing the numbers on the cards, the 3 and the 7 come to a 1. That's the start of all things. 2 and the 8 come to a 10, 1. Add the 1 that is the ace, and you're coming up with an 11. Angelic numbers. The same with the woman, 2 and 9 is the 11. Add the 1 and you've got the 12, and that comes back to a 3. That's what I like to see, is 3s, multiples of 3s. Interesting combination, even in the numbers. I've never had it where I've got a theme card with the man and the woman, one each side like this. It's intriguing how spirit does talk to us, and it's what it is that spirit's telling us now, is to be 100% aware and using what the whole of creation is guiding us with in each and every moment, day, and it is speaking to us constantly. Have your ears, eyes, all of our senses aware, open, ready to receive those messages and to understand them then. Okay, now, with the man in the home space, what do I feel of the man in the home space? I think it really is that balancing of the energies. I'm just trying to find the page in the booklet, because the man and woman pages here in these interpretations, they're fairly basic, because what you do get is the, what more can you be, a man or a woman? What are the symbologies of that? It's because of our way of thinking biologically that is different, that we do need to have some form of differentiation, because each apart are different, but bring together and you're making a whole of those energies of the masculine, feminine. Okay, good morning, Sharon. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Sharon. It is lovely to see you. Morning, Ros and Fiona and Deb, I'm sure, because you may be on a different page as far as whether you're on the profile or the page different. And Michaela, a good morning, lovely and all. Lovely to see you here as well. I hope you've had a lovely rest through the night as well. And here we go with the man. Our man is comfortably reclining on a plethora of gem-coloured pillows with an extravagant-looking hookah, and it's argular, however it's called. Anyway, the hookah is this smoking instrument. It's water in the bottom in the bowl, and the smoke goes through that and is filtered before you get the flavour in the mouth when it's drawn through in that fashion. I've had the experience of trying one out just as a school experiment, and it was a little different. So, in the hook, he's got the hooker there. He's dressed lavishly in a gold embroidered royal blue robe. Behind him is a heavy silk drape framed by elaborately stitched damask curtains. So you know from that all of this lovely elegance and richness, this gentleman is a rich man. He has the time to be able to recline and enjoy his smoke and having a smoke and the beautiful surroundings that he's in. And maybe he is in one of those more arid areas that there's sand everywhere and a bit nomadish or whatever, and it's keeping the inside of that rather cool. Beautiful surroundings. Just imagine that as part of our home. We have the richness of where we live being our home. Appreciate that and make the time to be able to sit back, even from that practical aspect of excuse me, the strength and practical aspect and thinking that men have, that a man really does get things done and progresses. Not to say that a woman doesn't, but thinking of the masculine, feminine, biologically, not just with the the physiology, but the thinking. It is that is more practical, and he's been real busy and got his work done, and now he's being able to rest and relax. And even in the things that we do as women, we have that masculine aspect, like men have the feminine aspect. So what we're doing is spending time to relax. It's a weekend today. Do you work on a Saturday and a Sunday, or do you relax? Or do you spend your time madly cleaning your house out and all the rest, because doing the usual housework type stuff? And this is not relegating it to just being the female's work. This is partners in the home and kids just getting things done, and all of that's done, and you can relax. Just do that appreciation of what you have, where you live, how you have your plan, your plans in your life, and what is your aim as family. It does look so relaxing. Spend some time in front of the telly if you want to, or out in the garden gardening, or going for walks with your kids, or taking yourselves on a lovely little instant adventures, that type of thing. It is time for relax. And then as we move across to that feminine in the workplace, I'm just going to check the numbers because Fiona has put up the numerology, and it's a day number of 5, and then we have all the numbers actually add up to an 11 by the time you get the 37, 28, 1, 29, 1. And that in itself is an angelic number, the energy of that. So you add the 5 and the 11 together, you've got 16, it makes a 7, whatever that means. I can't remember with 7 in the numerology, but you've got the different ways there of adding up everything. And it really is an interesting science or an art or a way of looking at our tools and the messages that Spirit bring us. And Michaela's saying, "Oh my goodness, you Tarzan, me Jane." I wonder what that one's from. But that's okay. I must have said something. And I can't even remember that. There we go. Fiona's saying good morning to Sharon. Girly, love these interactions. So I did great card reading last night, Ros. Oh, thank you, Michaela. It was just so much fun. I'm enjoying distractions of other things that happen around you because it is, a group of people. Eventually, it'll be a bigger group of people in that one room focused on what we're doing with the readings and understanding cards better as that way of, well, it is. It's the way that Spirit talked to me a lot. Okay, and it's fun. And it's fun. Now, now Fiona here is saying thank you for the reading the numbers out. It's a bit hard to see them. Absolutely it is, isn't it? Well, they're gold embossed there, so it's just a light reflection. And Michaela, bless you. Hay fever time. Well, it is. And it's starting to tickle my nose again, too. Oh, right. You Tarzan me, Jane, for the man. Ah, yep, gotcha. I got you there, Michaela. Thank you. And Fiona, sorry, Ros Boundy, I was adding the cards. The one, yeah, that's all right. That's I understand what you mean, the regular cards, and that's what I do too. And that's where you can shift around how you want to add the numbers up because you don't have to add these regular playing card number ones into it. You can just add this particular card number is the 28, the 37 and the 29 and leave off the aces because they are I'm not sure why they actually add them as the the interaction with a regular playing deck. But most decks do have that connection with those cards included in their artwork. Most, not all of them do. But it's a lovely way to connect with what is the regular compared to what is, and I love those hearts, thanks, Michaela. What is the regular, a more everyday type of an object if someone can't use a dedicated Letterman deck, for instance. And possibly the same thing can be done with a tarot deck because I know that there are some cards in that are a correlation, mainly the major arcana. Anyway, we're shifting over to the man. Oh, we haven't finished with the man. I didn't read this because as we've got here, I just read you this bit up the top. It does explain here their interpretation, Rana George's interpretation of what it means in a reading. So most of the time this card talks about a man, the actual person reading the cards, getting the reading, or a certain man in the life of a person getting the reading. He can be a brother, husband, partner, lover, boss, or neighbour. So sometimes it can be talking about the strong masculine energy, which is more what I'm picking up today. So that's the context of the reading and having the man in a reading. So, oops. Now we'll shift to the woman, and with the woman in the workspace. So this woman is decked out in her finest regalia. This beautifully exotic woman seated on the terrace gazes out to the horizon. There's a white flower in her hand, an oriental jug and cup on the vintage Arabian table next to her. She's surrounded by lush hues from all the green foliage to the colourful array of pillows. So she is reclining and relaxing in the pillows as well. And I'm just getting that feeling that this woman, if it would be in that luxury as well, the richness of a rich, bountiful home as well. And she probably would have servants if you're taking it into those older times. But how is the living done in the Arabian aspects these days? I don't know. Does the woman do her own work, and she's been able to sit back and relax now after having done her work in the day-to-day because she's got a lovely jug and a cup ready to partake of refreshments. She's outside, so she's able to really take in the fullness of Mother Nature as well. So it does bring that fully cleansing and taking a breath and relax. And it feels like the work is done. It's completed for the day. So we've got both of them in their riches and being able to relax. I think it's beautiful, and it is a Saturday today. So for those on weekend duty where you do have weekends free as you choose and doing what you would love to do, you can relax. You've got the choice in whatever option you have. Whether from your work, you can relax from your work and return to it if you like, or you've finished for your day. And you can spend the time with Spirit being more open and connected to what is possible through how we receive those messages in our time today. Okay, I'll just read what the book itself comes up with. I'll just also read, I have beautiful new PJs, so I'm feeling luxurious, which is great. So you're still in your PJs, that's good. That's good. It is a Saturday. you should be having the day off. So, decked out in her finest regalia. I did read that, didn't I? Got the colourful arrow pillows. I was going to read the context in a reading. Duh. Most of the time, this card talks about a woman, the actual person, getting the reading, similar to the man one, or a certain woman in the life of a person getting the reading. She can be a sister, wife, partner, lover, boss, co-worker, or neighbour. Sometimes this card can be talking about a strong feminine energy. So very similar interpretations and meanings for both the man and the woman. It is being who we are in the context of our sexuality, our physicality, our thought processes, how our brains work, and also that is our spiritual connection as the masculine feminine. We are being shown that full balance of what our minds and souls are really being. So take it more deeply today in how are you looking at life and what is surrounding you, what is happening around you, and how you interpret it as to that balance of whether you're looking at it more in the masculine or the feminine, and bringing it together so that we are fully connecting with our spiritual. So it really is like that flower being that fully open bloom in its glory that is going to show us what the full and right balance is for everything that we're experiencing today. Okay? And I'm quite sure that too will carry through to the tomorrow and the further along. None of the cards are really in isolation, and all the energetics of how we understand life, none of it is in isolation as being completely alone by ourselves, because we have that spirit connection with each other. We have that is that feeling of energy. When you go in a room, you have a feeling of presence. If there's other people in there, you know instantly if it's the right feeling for you to be in that room, or who you're drawn to talk to if it's a party, all of that type of stuff. Trust your gut feeling in how you are being you today and how you move through your day, and enjoy the wonderful, beautiful gift of all the senses that we've got of being human and how we are moving through and living in our flow. It's lovely, it's exciting. So, Michaela, you've got some beautiful emojis there, and thank you for completing our day today with sharing those emojis. I'm starting to get, I must be needing my brekkie. I'm just going to pop this up. If you'd like to have a more personalised reading, certainly have a look at that site. I'm not sure if I've got all my links and stuff happening properly again after I've been trying to tweak it so that you can book by calendar if it's a in-person, come see me in person type purchase, or whether it's just purchase the video I send you type of a reading. You can be in it as well if you want to. But it's, one's the in-person and one's the online fully, and I'm still tweaking it. So do understand. Give me a call or send a message if it's not working right. And I'm still endeavouring to get it working right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful day today, and a wonderful weekend if you don't make it for the reading tomorrow. There is no compulsion to be here at this time of the morning at all, but I love doing it. It is already, it will be there as ready for a replay if you want to still see what the cards have for you and spirit guidance. Keep being the best you that you can be. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Oops, got these complete. Whoops, I'm going to put these ones up. I just saw that the comments were there. So from Fiona, thank you, Ros Gurley and Sharon Gurley, and to all who are and after have a fab day or a fab evening. I know what you're saying, Fiona. Sharon, love to all. Beautiful. Have a beautiful weekend ahead. And Fiona, ashe, ashe, ashe. Namaste. Oh, didn't hit the button right.